This week I'm going to take my tiny little kitchen and turn it into something quite different. I'm going to change it from this into this. Just take a look at this transformation. I've even got an induction cooktop, and now my fridge is here as well. And my sink, most importantly, is now this end rather than this end. So let's wind the clock back and I'll show you how I ended up with this fantastic kitchen. So the basic plan for my kitchen is to move the hob over to here. So the hob is going to end up over here and the sink will end up over here. And the reason I want to move the sink is because I'm fed up to the back teeth of hitting my head every time I brush my teeth, because my cupboard is just there. So that's why I'm moving my sink as well. But the one thing I'm not going to change is the actual front of my kitchen. The front is going to stay the same because at the end of the day I just want to make it deeper. And also my fridge is going to go up where this cupboard is now, because my fridge is currently underneath my wood burner and my toilet is going to replace my fridge. Right, let's get on with it. Are they coming out alright?
Piece of piss.
Oh, good. Rebecca's taking the back of the kitchen off and I'm trying to take the top of the kitchen off. I never realised how many screws I put in this. Are you alright? Back there?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm loving it.
Right, that's the top done, I think. There you go. Oh. Oh, there goes some more water.
Oh look! Oh yeah.
It's all in the sink.
Yeah.
Maybe I should have emptied the sink first. So there you go, take it away.
Bye sink!
Yeah, Rebecca wasn't a fan of that sink. I made that sink myself out of an old dog bowl. And because the plug didn't fit in a dip in the sink like they usually do, because it sat slightly proud, there'd be a tiny little 1mm deep pool of water around it. It didn't drain out. That's what I just tipped down the back of the kitchen. Because of the price of wood, because wood is really expensive now, as we all know, I'm going to try and save the front frame and the back frame. And to make it wider, all I'm going to do is change these in the middle and the 4 ends as well. Well, that's the plan anyway. What's up?
I can't believe how much guns you've put in this sink.
Oh, what, to glue it down?
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't want it to move. A little corner bracket.
Ah. Oh, there we go.
There we go. There you go, modular.
Yeah, somewhat.
Somewhat.
I don't think it's quite as modular as I was expecting it to be. I just need to make sure those tables don't get wet in the tap.
Yeah, we bowl.
Well,
normally
just get into the bucket.
Good idea. A lot more water than I thought. I must admit.
Well, it's an accumulator. Ha ha ha.
It's certainly accumulated a lot of water. Oh, well done, love. I didn't think there was that much in there. Oh, yeah.
What is it catching on?
Oh, the waste pipe.
Ah. It goes through the cupboard.
Yeah, it goes through. This has got its own floor. It's modular, you see. Hang on, let me undo this. Oh dear, all this
Modular.
work, all this work, look.
I know, but look at all that crud.
Well, it's a couple of years worth there. What's your name? Gordon Ramsay?
Why?
Well, he does that, then he goes in the kitchen and says, look at all this crud.
I've never heard him say that.
Be ashamed of yourself.
Yeah.
Hang on, I've just got to pull this wire out.
That's
That's from my waste valve. That's it.
Now, we all remember Mel's video back in the day of how he showed us to install this kitchen. And I remember expressly watching him meticulously fill in all of these holes with car body filler. Little did he know how much of a pain in the ass they were to get back out. We've now destroyed the kitchen completely, and we're now going to start again from scratch.
In short, she's having a dig at me.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, this was one of the
Look
first
at my
videos.
kitchen. Look at my lovely kitchen. It is now spread about Rebecca's driveway.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is the front of the kitchen,
Yeah.
and this is the one piece we're going to keep because my drawers fit in there, my doors fit there. Well, actually, when I built this kitchen, I actually made this size so that a fridge would fit in there. But for some bizarre reason, I ended up putting my fridge underneath my
Wood burner.
square window, underneath my wood burner. But the wood that's going to come out of there, go where it was meant to go in the first place, and then my toilet that is under there is then going to go under there.
A little knobby bit. And look, Bob's brought us tea.
Bob the builder's brought us a cup of tea.
Cheers.
Bob.
No biscuits.
You didn't say.
No, we're not having any biscuits.
Rewrite that. No biscuits.
No, we're not allowed any biscuits.
There you are. Don't forget to drink it because
Oh,
I can't afford to do another one.
Cheers, Bob.
Okay.
Well, it was kind of looking out the window.
Cream.
Cream, tea and evaporated.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
What I have to do. Okay.
Just keeping an eye on us, really. Make sure we're building it properly.
Yeah.
Oh no.
We'll get it ship shape.
Yeah, let's do what? Put that between it, and then we'll know it's squared in.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I like your thinking.
Like that, yeah. I've done this before, you know.
Oh yeah.
You wouldn't think it though, would you?
No, it's all right. It was just the filler that was a bit OTT.
Through the cupboard.
Donuts? Oh.
You what?
Donuts. I thought you were coming down with.
I'm going to get some chips. Do you want any?
Oh.
Oh, now you're spoiling us. There's some fish with that.
We have fish and chips?
Yeah, if you want to.
I saw your handiwork of the marks before.
What I want to know is, what's it going to look like? Oh, park my bike in there. That is a euphemism. Dirty old man.
You are.
Right, so this.
Dirty. So this goes in like
Round
that.
like that, and it goes in there.
Dun dun dun! This is so exciting.
Now I can see how much room I've lost.
Yeah, because we made a
Just
mistake.
Flip that pipe. Oh no, I don't like it. It takes up tons of room. Look at this. Look how much more room it takes up. I used to have so much room in here. Oh, mind you though, look, I can sit here now and actually cook while sitting down. That's a bonus. I could get used to that. So that's about it for day number one. There's my cooker for the morning coffee and my coffee machine, so I'm all right, it's all workable. Obviously this isn't connected just yet. Underneath there I've got all my tools. My bed is now clear, so I can have a nice quiet night's sleep. Well, I've got to say this has been really time consuming and really difficult. I wanted to get this spot on and I wanted to get it right. So this is where I'm up to now. I haven't filmed it all because I really did need to think about what I was doing. Getting this filler pipe to fit properly was an absolute nightmare because I needed it to go behind the fridge and then down towards my water tank. Yeah, that was a drama, and I've actually ended up putting an elbow down there. I don't know if the camera picked it up, but just there's an elbow. And again, I do apologise, I haven't filmed that part of the process. It was just too difficult. My gas pipe is fitted now, that's already there for the hob, and a lot of people commented you can't use orange hose in a camper van. Well, I can assure you the other end of this orange hose, just out of sight in this corner, it actually goes to copper pipe, which runs the length of my bed, or the width of my bed, to my gas bottle. So there is copper pipe involved. That orange pipe does not go straight to my gas bottle. There is actually a fitting just beyond that corner, and this is well under 1 metre, which is the regulations. So yeah, no need to worry about that. All my wiring's in. It's just come out of the sun. So what I wanted to show you was my sink template, because a lot of people do ask me, how do you make a template? So this template is really simple. I simply stuck this piece of cardboard onto the sink, so that is actually sellotaped on there. I then got a sharp knife and then use the sink edge and just cut it around. But to make the lid so it stops it wobbling when I cut the wood out, I'll need that hole to be slightly bigger. So all I did was sellotape the lid of the pen like that, so it makes a step, and then put the pen on there like that, and then draw around. And now I need to cut that blue line out, and by doing that, the piece that I cut out I can then use as a lid to go over the sink, and it'll also make a nice chopping board. Yeah, I just wanted to share that with you, my little step instrument there before I take it apart and put the lid back on the pen before it dries out. Well, I'm pleased to say I finally got it all back together, and I'm really pleased with it. It did take a lot longer than I thought it would do, but mainly because of getting everything to fit behind the fridge, because all my pipe work, all my wiring all goes down behind the fridge, and the biggest trouble I had was finding this flexible pipe. Just could not find any of this anywhere online, and I ended up actually going to a koi carp specialist, and they sold this pipe for their koi carp ponds. So that was an interesting find, something to bear in mind. If you're struggling to get any 40mm flexible pipe, then just check out your local fish pond supplier, see if they've got any. And I have to say, they had loads of fittings. I mean, they had a ton of this stuff, and all sorts of fittings and all sorts of sizes. If you're struggling to find any pipe work, check out your local pond supplier. You may be quite pleasantly surprised, just like I was. Now, one thing I'm really pleased with, and that's how my induction hob turned out. That now slides out from underneath, and I'm super pleased with this. Really pleased. And I'm not going to use my main battery bank to power this, because it is 240 volts. I've got my Jackery just down in the corner there under my bed, and its sole purpose in life now is to power my induction worktop and also to charge my laptop. And occasionally my toothbrush and my shaver. Yeah, because they're all 240 volt as well. And by doing it like this, I minimise the risk of flattening my 12 volt battery bank. Now, my drawers, I kept the same drawers. I didn't make my drawers deeper, even though I could have made my drawers that much deeper. I left them exactly the same. They're exactly the same drawers I had in my last kitchen unit, because now behind my drawers, if I open them like this, I've got my water filter down there behind the drawers. I've yet to put this to the test, but I will update you on this water filter and how I get on with it. So there you are, that's my kitchen unit pretty much finished, all but putting the lid on the top. Right, so like I say, all I've got to do now is put my worktop on, connect up my gas stove, fit the tap, and we're all done. And then I think I deserve a good break. Well, as you saw at the beginning of this video, this is what my kitchen ended up looking like. Now, I did actually plan on putting my twin burner gas top across this way with the knobs down this end, but as it turned out, this wasn't quite wide enough to fit it like that. So I've put it this way, but now I've had it installed for a couple of days, I've got to say, I'm kind of regretting doing this. Maybe I would have been better off adding a piece to the front. Something like this, for instance. I could have quite easily have added that and had it step out a little bit, and that would have allowed me to fit my gas burner how I originally wanted it. So maybe that's a project for the future. After all, it should be quite simple just to change this worktop. It is just one slab of pine, although it was quite expensive. So let's just see if I can learn to live with it like this, and if it does really start to grate me, I can always buy another piece of worktop and redo it all over again, and yeah, just simply add a piece to it. I think, don't think that would have been too much of a drama, and the more I sit here looking at it, the more I'm beginning to wish I'd actually done that. But there you go, never mind. Yeah, it's kind of gonna, I think this is gonna grate on me. It could be a kitchen rebuild Mark III in the making. But that aside, I'm really pleased I took the time to upgrade my kitchen unit. After all, I now have a pull-out induction cooktop. My fridge is in a much better position. I can actually see what is in my fridge without getting on my knees and having to crawl on the floor to look what's in the back of the fridge. My sink is in a much better place. I no longer hit my head on my overhead locker. But surprisingly, one of my very favourite features of upgrading my kitchen is actually my tap. This tap filters the water that is in my water tank, so I no longer have to have that ugly plastic bottle that I fill up with bottled water. I can actually drink the water straight out of my tap, and that is so convenient, and it does actually make living in my van so much more comfortable. And I will be doing a dedicated video all about this tap in the near future once I've put it to good use, so that I can give it a fair review. Well, there you go. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it. And if you did, please do give me a thumbs up, and don't forget, if you're new to the channel, why not consider subscribing, and I'll see you very soon. Thanks for watching. Ta-ra for now.